I've failed a lot, failed so many times that at this point, I might have actually accidentally mastered it. What? The emotions behind failure. Curious? Let's play. Welcome, welcome, welcome to This Spiritual Thing. I'm Elsa Thomas, the frequency architect, the translator of the woo-woo into frameworks that actually work. Today, we're talking about something that most people secretly fear and some secretly chase: failure. Confession time. I went to a university that's sometimes called as the MIT of India, and I failed. The easiest course in the entire 4-year program, surveying. My professor literally said, "In 40 years of teaching, I have never seen anyone fail this course." I made history. Not exactly in the way that I planned. It was embarrassing. And that was only my 2nd year. But more than failing the class, I was terrified of not graduating in 4 years. Why? Because I had made that line between pride and shame. And here's the twist. I had zero judgment if someone else took 5 years. But for me, it felt like a moral crime because I had built my entire identity on being the best. Growing up, I was first in class, photo on the wall, gold stars galore. And then we moved countries, switched education syllabus, and then I became 7th in class. And in that moment, I felt like I had committed a crime, like I had betrayed some unwritten rule of worth. But you know what happened? Nothing. I didn't die. I didn't implode. I let go for a bit. And oddly, I became first again. But by then, I no longer cared about being the first because play was more fun than performance. Now, fast forward to corporate life, and all my peers were getting promoted, even ones that I thought I had outperformed. I felt invisible. But by then, a mentor came along and gave me this beautiful gift. He taught me to expand my lens. I'd been so tightly focused on me, my goals, my metrics, my failure, that I wasn't really seeing the whole system. So I stepped back. I got curious. And guess what? During a recession, when no one was being promoted, I was one of 3 in the whole state who did. And that wasn't a one-time thing. That happened again and again and again. And some of the failures that I was most ashamed and embarrassed of quietly became the blueprints of some of my most powerful work. And when I became an entrepreneur, I kept hearing this: fail fast, fail big, fail often. And I wanted to understand that. Why does failure build speed? Why does letting go of the outcome bring better outcomes? And here's what I have learned: reward curiosity, not results. Create a safety net for failure, for yourself, for your family, for your colleagues. The outcome flows organically, naturally, when you're in the joy of the process. And that's what equanimity means. Not don't feel anything, but don't collapse when you lose. Don't inflate when you win. Stay in the field, not the scoreboard. As one of my mentors once said, are you willing to win or lose with the same level of enthusiasm? Let me say that one more time. Are you willing to lose or win with the same level of enthusiasm? If you master just this one thing, struggle won't disappear, but your life will flow more freely. Not because it's perfect, but because you're finally free. You're free to play. Ever seen a kid build a sandcastle, lose it to a wave, and then just build it again? That's what play looks like. That's equanimity in action. This week, I invite you to do something deliberately messy. Draw lopsided doodles, sing a made-up song, wear 2 socks that don't match, and then say, that wasn't perfect. And yet, that was perfect. Why? Because you're training your nervous system to recognize play is safe. Imperfection, it's allowed. And expression doesn't require excellence. Messy is safe. Playing is winning. Joy doesn't need perfection. And if you want to play even more, notice when you fail by accident. You missed a deadline, you felt super clumsy, or you got rejected. And instead of spiraling, pause, breathe, and say to yourself, that happened. I'm still safe. I didn't die. I'm still growing. You're not excusing it. You're just repatterning the inner voice that thinks failure equal to danger. You don't need to do both. You're welcome to do both. Pick one, practice it, and then comment and tell me how it felt. This week, you're not here to win. You're here to play. Play with heart. Play with 0 guarantees, because you don't need a gold star or whatever shiny, dangly thing that said you were good enough. You're already beaming, and it does, even though it doesn't look like it right now. Next week, we're diving into how to receive feedback, how to give it without ego, and why your evolution actually requires friction. Because you're not being judged, you're being fine-tuned. Subscribe, leave a comment on your messy moment, and send this to someone who's always trying to be good. Let's make room for real. And remember, whatever you do, keep streaming your soul in high definition. You matter. You got this. And the universe totally subscribe to your channel. Ciao for now.